Impression of Bill Fountain was he seemed to be a little bit hyper, more used than I was from coming from the farm or being a farm boy. He was fairly aggressive in business, and he liked to get things done. Bill was good to work for, but he wanted a full day's work from you for a full day's pay too.
Bill was a very fine man. We had lots of things in common. We were both personal friends and good business associates.
He was the kind of guy that if you had a handshake with him, it was gold. It wasn't, you didn't need to worry about a bunch of paperwork.
I think Bill enjoyed his family. I know Eileen was a big help to Bill, and she always stood behind Bill and their 3 kids that they had, 2 boys and a girl, and a couple of his boys. In fact, one of the boys still works for us today in the tire business.
They definitely would have been, I guess what we call today, multitasking. They would have been the sales manager, the credit manager, the marketers, the workers. They would be the recruiters. So I think I don't think there would have been a lot of time to think and plan. It would have been just a clear vision that never needed to be articulated, and just work hard and not a lot of time to think.
1956 in Wainwright, we started the first store. I think I remember, I think we fixed a tire for $2, an ordinary passenger tire, and a truck tire would be a little more.
When I've seen some of the video clips on the company history, it always pans to this first store in Wainwright and talks about how Bill Fountain and his brother entered in this business with a real focus on special service, and in particular to the rural community, and really believed in that 24/7 kind of mentality for service.
We dealt with farm people. We were raised on a farm, so we knew their problems, and we fit in very well with the farm people.
He was definitely a hard worker. He was an entrepreneur. He was always able to come up with ideas. He was a dream maker, a promoter. He had the ability to take employees and get them to work real hard for him, but at the same time loved doing it. And he had a philosophy that get the business and worry about how you're going to make money later.
He had a tremendous amount of respect within the industry. Whether it was Tom Ford from Cal Tire or anybody. I mean, he had lots of respect. Lots and lots of respect, which we're quite proud of.
He was a very quality guy. He believed in work. He believed in integrity. And I'm hoping that, or I do know that Fountain Tire still has those things in the company today.
I know many more people that can take a business and expand it than can take an idea and make it happen. And I think one of the most impressive things about Bill Fountain was that he took an idea, took youth, and surrounded himself with very young people that many may have thought wouldn't be successful, and helped them achieve their dreams.
I would guess it was about maybe 6 months prior to his death that he got us all together in a room and said that he set up this succession plan. He didn't call it succession in those days, but he said he'd set up a life insurance program for us, and if something ever happened to him, that we'd be taking over. And I thought, wow, I mean, that's really cool. But then I was pretty young then, so I didn't really register. You just thought, well, that was a good meeting, now we'll get on with our jobs and everything else. And the day it happened, like, holy cow, the day that RCMP walked into our office and told us, it was just like, and we found out afterwards that he'd signed off on that about 3 days before. It was just like, whew, unbelievable. And 42 years old, so not too many 42-year-old business owners are even thinking of that. And so we knuckled down and got on with the job.
You never will forget Bill Fountain.